Divisi parts. The jazz score we've been creating doesn't have any divisi parts. Open the document Parts for Jazz Score found on the CD with these videos. This is the score we copied the notes from for the brass parts. All of the trumpet parts are on one staff. This is perfect for showing how to take a condensed score with divisi staves and turn them into individual parts. From the document menu, select Manage Parts. So far, we have one trumpet part with all trumpet notes, a trombone part with all trombone notes, etc. Click on New Part. This generated a new part called Part 5. Now click on New Part 2 more times, so we'll have a total of 4 trumpet parts. Click on the Trumpet 1 part from this pane. Click on Edit Staff Name. We want to change the names of the other 3 trumpet parts to Trumpet 2, 3, and 4. This is the fastest and easiest way to do this, especially since there is a special flat symbol character in this name. Select and copy this text using Ctrl or Command and C. Now click Cancel to exit this dialog box. Click on Part 5 and click in the Edit Part name. Hold Ctrl or Command and type V to paste the text here. Change the 1 to a 2. Then hit OK to exit. Now repeat this for the other 2 parts using 3 and 4 respectively. Now we need to select what staff the notes for these 3 new trumpet parts are going to be linked to. Click on the Trumpet 2 part. Click on the Score staff Trumpet 1 from this pane. Click on Add. You can create parts with more than one staff or instrument. Now, repeat this for trumpets 3 and 4 by clicking on their part name in the left pane, then adding the Trumpet 1 staff from the right pane. Now we need to divide the notes between the staves. Click on the Trumpet 1 part and click on Edit Voicing. Change to the option Selected Notes from one or more layers. Select Top Notes. Now, you normally would click OK, then select Trumpet 2, and click on Edit Voicing again to return to this dialog box. The settings for Trumpet 2 would be the same as Trumpet 1, but you would select this option, then check the box next to Second Note. Click on Include Single Passages. With this selected, if there's only one note, the second trumpet will play in unison with the first trumpets. Also select Layer 2 when there is more than one layer in the measure. More on that later. Set the settings like this for the third trumpet, using the third note and setting the third layer for multi-layer measures. The fourth trumpet will play all of the bottom notes. That way, if there are only 3-note chords, the fourth trumpet will double the third trumpet. Also select Layer 4 for the multi-layered measures. Now click OK to return to the score. Using the shortcut keys Ctrl or Command, with Alt or Option, and the greater than and less than keys, scroll through to see each of these parts. This all looks fine except one problem. If you look at the finished jazz score, you will see that trumpets 2 through 4 are rhythmically different in measures 1 through 4 as compared to trumpet 1. In the jazz score, select measures 1 through 4 in the second trumpet staff. Contextual click and select Move Copy Layers. Select Move. Then select Contents of Layer 1 to Layer 2. Click OK. From the document menu, select Show Active Layer Only. Select Layer 2 from the bottom layer buttons or menu. Copy these notes. Now return to the Parts for Jazz Score document. Ensure Show Active Layer Only is selected. Ensure Layer 2 is selected. Now select the first measure and paste the notes into these measures. Repeat this for trumpet 3 notes, putting them into layer 3, and the trumpet 4, putting them into layer 4. Now the trumpet parts are correct for the divisi measures at the beginning of the score. This is another example of a divisi score to consider. The first measure will divide the notes well because there is only one layer in the measure. The second and third measures have multiple notes in layer 1 with rhythmically different notes in layer 3. These measures won't divide correctly for two separate flute parts. The notes for the third flute part need to be in layer 3 as shown here. However, you would need to input the second flute notes into layer 2 as shown here, even though they are rhythmically identical to the flute 1 notes. As soon as there are two or more layers in a measure, each part needs to be in a separate layer. This will ensure they divide correctly. Now, we want them to display correctly in the score, with layer 2 being selected as the active layer, and Show Active Layer Only is turned on. Select these measures. From the Utilities menu, select Stem Direction, then Up. Now turn off the Show Active Layer Only option. We can alter the beams and stems in layer 2 in the score without affecting them in the parts. This requires the Special Tools tool palette. If you're on Windows and you don't have the Special Tools icon available, you may need to access the Advanced Tool palette from the Window menu. When you click on the Special Tools icon, a new palette of tools displays. Click on the Beam Thickness tool. With layer 2 active, click in the second measure to activate the handles for these beams. Drag Select all handles, then hold the up arrow key until the thickness becomes so thin the beams disappear. Click in the third measure, drag select the handles, and do the same. Sometimes you may have a flag you need to hide. This 8th note looks like a 16th note right now. Using the Special Tools again, select the Stem Length tool. Activate the handles by clicking in the measure. Click on the handle, then use the arrow up to superimpose this flag over the Layer 1 flag. This will appear as one flag when you print it. As you will see, these edits do not affect the look of the beams or stem lengths in the parts.